The internet woke up to chaos when a seemingly harmless Instagram story reignited one of the most emotionally charged celebrity custody battles right now. Halle Bailey, long celebrated for her soft-spoken image and fairy tale rise, suddenly found herself at the center of a brewing legal storm after images of her son, Halo, surfaced online. What made this moment explosive wasn't just the post itself, but the timing, the source, and the strict court order that fans immediately remembered. According to reported court documents, neither Halle nor DDG is allowed to post Halo, or even have someone else do it for them. So when the image appeared, fans knew instantly this wasn't just content, it was a potential violation. To understand why emotions ran so high, you have to rewind to the custody war that's been quietly escalating behind the scenes. Halle Bailey and DDG's split wasn't just personal, it became legal, public, and deeply emotional once their son was involved. Initially, reported rulings allegedly restricted DDG from posting Halo online. Later, during a court appearance in August, fans believe the judge expanded the order, stating that neither parent could post the child at all. The language, as widely circulated by fans, allegedly made it clear: no photos, no videos, no indirect posts through friends, family, or associates, zero loopholes. That's why when Halle's hairstylist uploaded a video showing Halo getting his hair done, complete with captions teasing his upcoming birthday, social media erupted. The stylist reportedly said things like, "My client is a famous baby," carefully avoiding showing Halo's face, but still making it unmistakably clear who the child was. Fans immediately questioned whether hiding the face even mattered. In their minds, the damage was already done. The post stayed up long enough for screenshots to spread like wildfire, and within hours, the stylist's page reportedly went private. As backlash intensified, the hairstylist released a public apology, claiming she had no idea there was a court order in place. She insisted Halle did not give permission, did not know about the post, and should not be blamed. On the surface, the apology sounded sincere, but fans weren't convinced. Many pointed out that this wasn't a random stylist. This was someone who reportedly traveled with Halle, worked closely with her, and had ongoing access to her inner circle. To critics, the ignorance defense didn't add up. Then came DDG's response, and that's when the narrative shifted from messy to downright explosive. In statements shared with fans, DDG alleged that Halle herself was behind the post, claiming she had access to the stylist's account. According to him, this wasn't an accident, it was intentional. He further alleged that while he was forced to delete every photo and video of Halo from his own social media, Halle was now allegedly finding a workaround. To DDG, it felt like one rule for him and another for her. DDG didn't stop there. He emotionally claimed that Halle not only limited his ability to share moments with his son, but also allegedly placed security oversight on his visits. According to him, he feels monitored, restricted, and silenced while watching images of Halo resurface online without consequences. Fans watching this unfold described his tone as frustrated, hurt, and increasingly desperate to be heard. Some even questioned why the court had not yet responded publicly. Online reactions quickly split into two camps. One side argued that Halle is being unfairly targeted and that the hairstylist alone should be held accountable. They believe Halle is protecting her child and that DDG is weaponizing the situation out of pain. The other side wasn't so forgiving. Those fans believe that whether Halle posted directly or indirectly, the order was clear, and intent doesn't erase responsibility. To them, this wasn't a mistake, it was a power move. What made the situation even more uncomfortable was the silence. No immediate response from Halle, no visible reaction from the judge, no clarification from legal representatives, just speculation filling the void. Fans began asking dangerous questions. If one parent feels silenced while the other allegedly benefits from loopholes, what does that mean for the case? And more importantly, what happens next if the court decides this crossed a line? Because now the spotlight isn't just on a hairstylist or a single Instagram story, it's on whether this alleged violation could shift custody dynamics entirely. And as fans continue digging, screenshots resurface, and emotions rise, one thing is clear: this situation is far from over, and the next move, whether from the judge, Halle, or DDG, could change everything. As hours turned into days, the silence from the courtroom only amplified the tension online. Fans began watching Halle Bailey's social media with a microscope, noting every post, every like, every absence. Some fans believe her decision to stay quiet was strategic, possibly advised by legal counsel, while others interpreted it as indifference to the growing outrage. Either way, the lack of clarification allowed narratives to spiral. In celebrity custody battles, silence rarely calms the storm. It usually feeds it. Meanwhile, DDG's supporters doubled down, resurfacing old clips and past statements where he allegedly spoke about being restricted from normal fatherhood moments. Fans began connecting dots, suggesting a pattern where he feels pushed out while being publicly portrayed as the problem. To them, the hairstylist incident wasn't isolated, it was symbolic. They argued that if DDG had done anything remotely similar, directly or indirectly, he would have been dragged back into court immediately. Whether that belief is accurate or not, it gained serious traction. On the other side, Halle's defenders pushed back just as hard. They reminded everyone that there has been no official statement confirming Halle orchestrated the post. Fans emphasized that assumption is not evidence, and blaming a mother based on speculation alone is dangerous. Some even suggested that the hairstylist may have been chasing clout, using proximity to a famous child without fully understanding the legal consequences. In that version of events, Halle becomes collateral damage rather than the mastermind. What made everything further complicated was the wording of the alleged court order itself. Fans dissected the language line by line, debating whether intent matters or if responsibility applies regardless. The phrase, "use a third party" or "direct any associates," became the focal point. If Halle truly had no knowledge, some fans believe she could avoid consequences. But if it's proven that she allowed access or failed to enforce boundaries, others argue that accountability is unavoidable. This legal gray area is where the drama now lives. Industry insiders reportedly began whispering that judges don't look kindly on even accidental violations when children are involved. According to fans familiar with family court patterns, the court's primary concern is consistency and protection, not celebrity status or public sympathy. That belief sent chills through both fan bases, because if the judge decides to make an example out of this situation, it wouldn't just be a warning, it could reshape visitation rules altogether. As speculation grew, attention turned to Halle himself. Many fans began questioning whether all this public fighting truly served his best interests. Ironically, a rule designed to protect a child from online exposure had now sparked one of the loudest internet debates surrounding him. Some fans even criticized both parents, saying the real issue isn't who broke the rule, but why everything involving this child keeps turning into public spectacle. Behind the scenes, fans believe lawyers were already in motion. Screenshots don't disappear, and even deleted posts can be retrieved. If this incident does return to court, the hairstylist apology, DDG's accusations, and Halle's silence could all become part of the record. At that point, intention may not matter less than outcome, and the outcome, fans fear, could be consequences no one expected. What's most unsettling is how quickly public perception can shift. Halle Bailey, once viewed as untouchable and controversy-free, is now being discussed in legal and ethical terms she's never faced before. DDG, often criticized in the past, is now gaining sympathy from viewers who believe he's being sidelined. In this case, there are no clear winners, only narratives colliding in real time. As days pass without judicial response, the pressure builds. Will the judge issue a warning? Will Halle finally speak? Will DDG escalate his claims further? Fans believe the next development won't be subtle, it will be decisive. Because once a custody case reaches this level of public scrutiny, courts often step in to reassert control. And that's the cliffhanger hanging over everything right now. A single Instagram story may have already triggered consequences that haven't surfaced yet. The question isn't whether this situation will be addressed, it's how hard the hammer will come down when it is.